Hello.
All right, we are live. Welcome to this week's NASP, the National Association of Sales Professionals community question. Every week we get lots of questions that come in, and we take a quick 7 to 15 minutes on every Tuesday to answer the question of the week. So let's jump right into it. And if you have not already, be sure to click the link in the text above to join the National Association of Sales Professionals and take advantage of a complimentary coaching call, as well as our seller style assessment. All right, so today's question is, as a sales professional, should I be concerned about personal branding? And so great question. And I'm going to pass it right off to the expert, Michelle Baker.
You know what? I am an expert. I will receive that. Thank you, Rick. Middle mass. So this is a great question. And having experienced over 18 years in corporate sales, starting Yellow Pages advertising, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and biotech. And personal branding is vitally important. Now, when I started, LinkedIn and Facebook were not even that important. And now understand that every time you go to do business with someone, they are validating who you are, right? We are in an era where the buyer has become incredibly savvy, right? Much more savvy than the seller, unfortunately. But we sellers we are a resilient breed. So I know you guys are going to step up to the game and come out the gates, running, but understand that someone is stalking you, right? Stalking to serve. They're looking to see if what you're promising them can be delivered, and how you show up on those searches matters a lot. Right? Because as we've said repeatedly, the sale, right? When I'm making the sale, it is, I'm buying for an emotional reason, and I'm justifying with logic. So my first impression of you, when I go to look at your LinkedIn profile, when I go to see what's happening on Facebook, when I Google and get the results of the search of your name, it's hitting me at an emotional level. And is it going to support what you've been telling me? Is it going to support the promises you're making? Or is it going to do the opposite? So yes, your personal branding is vitally important. Rick?
Extremely well said, Michelle. And you can, everyone watching, you can go and look at Michelle's various social media channels and see that she very much practices what she preaches here. And I've certainly learned a number of things about online branding, social media from Michelle. So my thoughts on this are that I know whenever I'm buying from someone, or when someone, I'm even just getting a LinkedIn email, or someone is calling me, I'm always just, when we're on the call, I'm just LinkedIn searching, Facebook search, Instagram search, even if they've got, maybe on their Facebook or on their Instagram, if there's a Snapchat, I'll go and, maybe check that out. I'll certainly look. I mean, I 100% assume and see the view notifications on people checking out my profiles. So simple answer, absolutely. People are looking. Everyone's in front of a laptop when they're talking. And if I don't know you and I'm talking to you, I would love to see how you represent yourself online. And a couple of thoughts to throw out there. Go and look at your Instagram profile, or your Facebook profile, or your LinkedIn profile. Look at it right now. Rarely do we look at our own profiles. I've noticed that sometimes I've got to remind myself to go and look at my profile and kind of think to myself, what is this personal brand? If I was to see this person, just kind of thinking, meta mind, what would I think? So what is your brand? Social media platforms are also a great place to demonstrate some social proof. I know that when I see, for example, someone on, CNN or TV, or in a newspaper article, or that they've published, a ton of articles and they've got all these followers, I think, oh, okay, obviously they're a thought leader in this area. Definitely someone, if all these other people are listening to them, certainly worth me listening to them. And then the last thing that I'll share here is, and certainly I think we can all take this to another level, is where does my personal brand, where does my online presence, where does my social media actually lead people to? Do I have a link? Am I sending people somewhere? Do I have a lead magnet? Do I have a way to capture the contact information of people who are looking me up and have, clearly some level of interest, maybe they're willing to take another step. So those are my thoughts for today's question. Love this question, by the way. Michelle,
Yes.
any closing comments or any other thoughts?
No, but I do like what you added there about having a link, because again, as the sales professionals, what you're offering is you're offering the opportunity to someone to up level whatever through your products and services for them to have a better result or create the desired result, right? So having the ability for them to step right into, once they look at you, to go right into something else that confirms and reaffirms your ability to give that deliverable is very and vitally important. So if it's a 10-step how to, or it's a white paper, or if it's a short video, right, something that adds massive value to let them see that working with you would definitely give them what they're looking for. I completely agree with that.
Love it. So great question, and thoroughly enjoyed our chat, our back and forth here today on sharing some thoughts as to how to answer that question. Again, if you have not already, sign up for the National Association of Sales Professionals with the link above. We have a lot of great benefits you'll see on the landing page, as well as our seller style assessment, complimentary coaching call, daily sales success program, and all kinds of stuff. As well as there's a direct link above to sign up for a complimentary coaching call as spaces last. So thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to talking with you next week. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Yes, thank you.